Alright, welcome back to another video, guys. Today we're going to be talking about how it's sometimes important, or if you want to eat sugar, when is the best time to eat sugar. Hi guys, my name is Matthew. I'm an online fitness coach helping men burn fat, build muscle and confidence, and restoring masculinity. In today's video we're going to be talking about, is it okay to eat sugar, how much sugar, when should I be eating sugar, and what is sugar doing to your body. So we all know that sugar is, at this point, if you've been living under a rock, sugar is basically poison, especially in the amounts that we're eating it. Insulin levels are being spiked through the roof. People are constantly becoming more and more diabetic, and diabetes is one of the top 3 leading causes of death. So should you be concerned? Should you be eating sugar? Now I want to talk and be specifically address this, that I'm not a doctor, so do not listen to medical advice from me. If you have medical issues, please consult your doctor. This is just my experience and what I researched personally. So first thing, as we know, sugar spikes your insulin. Spiking your insulin has good things and bad things done to your body. Good things that when you spike your insulin is that it helps promote muscle recovery and muscle growth. So if you think about it, if you want muscle growth and muscle recovery, like bringing proteins into the muscle fibers, when do you want to be spiking your insulin? When is the best time to do this? Well, for me, I personally found it was around my workout times, because A, I got the most energy because of the carbohydrates, B, I had the most focus, and C, once you get a little bit lower in body fat percentage, you just have the most insane pumps. Your veins are busting through your biceps, your shoulders, etc., and it's just, you feel like you're on basically, well, I don't know how it feels like to be on cocaine, but you basically, I would imagine, feel like you're on cocaine while you're working out. It's just a good feeling. Your blood's flowing nicely, you're dialed, etc. So now that we know the good things about eating sugar, what are the bad things about eating sugar? Who should not be eating sugar? Well, if you have diabetes, depending which one, definitely stay away from sugar. Definitely stay away if you are insulin resistant. Limit your sugar intake as much as possible, because if you don't have control over your sugar, sugar can be one of the most addictive supplements, or no, not supplements, but one of the most addictive things on this planet, more than cocaine, more than nicotine, more than any drug or alcohol. So if you don't have self-control, if you don't have willpower, definitely try to eliminate sugar all in itself. Because what a lot of people do is, okay, I'll have a little bit sugar in the morning, and then the rest of my day I won't have it. But the problem is, when you spike your insulin, especially in the morning, your body craves more of that spike. Especially if you live a sedentary lifestyle. You're sitting at your desk, you're drinking your morning coffee, whatever, you spike your insulin, and then all of a sudden you're not really doing anything with that spike. Like, you're not putting it to use, you're not in the gym, you're not expending energy. So eventually your insulin's gonna crash and it's gonna go below your baseline level. And then what's gonna happen? Your body is naturally just going to want to respike that insulin to at least bring it to baseline, but most of the time it goes way over baseline. And then you're just stuck in this cycle of spike, crash, spike, crash, spike, crash. And then at the end of the day, you've had your morning coffee with sugar, you've had a donut for after lunch, you've had some cookies before bed, and then whatever else throughout the day, your juices, your candies, etc. And then you look back and you're like, shit, I just ate 1,000 calories worth of sugar, and now I finally understand why I can't lose this stubborn belly fat. This was me for the longest time. I would track all my calories. I would be like, okay, this little donut isn't gonna hurt me. It's 200 calories, whatever. But then I had some sugar in my coffee that I didn't take into consideration. And then, okay, one cookie before bed, that's not gonna hurt. And then all of a sudden, it just adds up, and then you wonder why you can't lose fat, and then you blame it on yourself. Oh, I'm not meant to. You make excuses like you're big boned. Oh, God's punished me, I'm gonna be fat forever. No, you just have no self-control. How do I know this? Because I went through this exact same thing. So, the best thing that I can recommend is if you have an issue, if you have no self-control with issue, just get rid of it. But if you do have some self-control, time your insulin spikes around your workout times. Like I mentioned, whether you're gonna go for a walk, a run, do some HIIT training, swim, bike, dance, etc. Have your carbohydrates around that time. Let's say you're having, this is what I personally do, and it's been working for me amazingly, is 2 hours before my workout. If I want some sugar during my workout, I'll pop in a gummy bear or two, and then an hour after my workout. Those are the only times I'll be consuming any sort of carbohydrate to use it to its benefit right away, rather than waiting and having it when I'm not doing my workout, and then I'll have it 6 hours after my workout, and then all of a sudden it's just sitting in my body. It's not being used for energy. So guess what it's going to be turned into? That's right, fat. So there you guys have like a little bit of like a medical nutrition breakdown of what sugar will be doing to you. The most important thing to consider is, just like in anything, excess amount of sugar is extremely bad for you. Search up the benefits, just ask Google or ask ChatGPT, what are the negative side effects of consuming too much sugar? First, you're more prone to cancer. Second, insulin resistant. Third, horrible sleep. Fourth, it's easy to overeat. It's easy to overeat your calories. But this is why it's important to be aware of what you're putting in and how much. Because I still, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy a donut or two a week. I still like to have my gummy bears. But I know that, and I'm self-aware now because I've had this happen to me, that if I have these things, like let's say I have a cake today, right? I'm going to be feeding the next day, tomorrow, even more sugar because I've spiked my insulin that much more higher the day prior. So I know the next day I'm going to be needing that spike again, or even later on throughout my day. So I'm very self-aware, and I tell myself, oh, okay, today you're going to be really aching for it. You need to hold back to bring your levels back to baseline. So really having an understanding of insulin and what sugar does to your body has allowed me to lose and feel my best. Lose 25 to 30 pounds. I don't know exactly the amount right now, but it's been really beneficial to me. So now I want to highlight one more thing that you guys might be thinking. Okay, Matthew, you told me the benefits. Okay, you told me who shouldn't be eating it. Okay, now tell me how much should I be eating it? Well, you have to understand that sugar is a carbohydrate. Just like any other carbohydrate, the body breaks it down and treats it like glucose, which later turns into glycogen, which is used as energy. So if you understand your macros, you have proteins, carbs, and fats. If throughout your day you only, let's say your goal or your trainer, if it's not me, if I'm not your personal trainer, I don't know who is, but that's a sort of plug. If you do want to get personally trained by me, hit the first link below and apply to work with me. If you don't understand your macros, then you don't understand how much sugar you could be intaking. So let's say, for example, your protein, your goal for the day is 180. Your carbohydrates, the amount of grams you want to be eating throughout the day, is, let's say your coach or me, for example, has assigned you 100 or 60. And let's say your fats are 70 grams of fat. If you only eat proteins and fat throughout the day, and then your last 300 calories are 60 grams of carbohydrates, you can fill those 60 grams of carbohydrates or 300 calories with pure candy if you want to, because you're still in the range of your 60 grams of carbohydrates. But you have to understand that if you're going to do this, your insulin spike, because it's a fast, simple carbohydrate that's going to be digested and broken down by your body way faster than, for example, a complex carbohydrate like lentils, like oats, for example. Your body's going to break that down so much faster and shoot up your insulin so much higher, because there's zero fiber in candy, that your crash is going to be so much more severe that the next day you're going to be looking for that similar spike. It's just like a drug. You spike any drug, come back below even baseline sometimes, bringing back to baseline takes a couple of days to reset. But the benefit of getting your 60 grams of carbohydrates, babe, getting your 60 grams of carbohydrates from potatoes, rice, legumes, lentils, etc., is you're still going to get your carbohydrates in. But the benefit of those carbohydrates is that they're not going to spike your insulin through the roof. What they're going to do is, of course, they're going to give you a little bit of an insulin spike because it's a carbohydrate, but the fiber in that carbohydrate is not going to plummet it below your baseline. It's going to allow your blood sugar level to be returned to baseline rather than above baseline or below baseline for extended periods of times. So if you found this video valuable, I appreciate it if you like, comment, and subscribe. It would really help me out. And if you're new, my name's Matthew. I like making videos and giving free value to you guys about what I've learned through fitness, nutrition, mindset, and training. And if you're interested in working with me, click the first link, check out the other links. My newsletter is also down there, and connect with me on Instagram. I'm going to leave you like I always do. Create more than you consume, serve others, love everyone, peace.